Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're at. It's your boy Goke Taiwo. Welcome to Naija Commandos for Life. Thank you very much for watching, subscribing, and sharing with your friends. We always appreciate the comments, and also we've had a lot of people lined up coming on the show. We're looking forward to a few special guests as they come along. So we're very grateful. It's been a while. This is the 16th episode, so we're chugging along, and I'm sure we'll have about 20 something episodes by the end of the year. So thank you very much. So I'll pass this to my co-host to introduce our guest today. If I take it away.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you guys from London, from Lagos, for staying up to join us. First, we have Tokumbo Basharon. By the way, let me forget. My name is Ifeda Polowe, C88 Set, Command Secondary School, Ikpaja, Lagos. We have Tokumbo Basharon on the line, Octopus House, class of 91. And we have Jumoke Adeshola Ekpo. Am I right? 93 Set,
Yes.
Flying Us House.
You're very correct. Yes.
Right. So we're gonna go with ladies first. So Jumoke.
I thought you always started with the senior person first.
No, this one ladies first. No spoiler.
Don't be asked question.
Biko. No, we'll do ladies first.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jumoke, she's been waiting for a while anyway. So Jumoke, if you don't mind taking the floor to introduce yourself.
Okay, so thank you guys for having me. And as Ife has actually said earlier, my name is Jumoke Adeshola Ekpo now, but my maiden name was Adeshola Jayola in command. I finished with the 93 set. Now, what I didn't say earlier before this call started was I had a senior brother in the 91 set. His name was Demola Jayola. I was in Flying Nose House. He was in Dragon House while we were in command then. So I finished in command and I went straight to University of Lagos. I studied sociology. Started working almost immediately. I was in the financial institution sector for quite a bit. I started in insurance, then I moved into banking. After banking, I took a foray into consulting, and that's where I am right now. But in between all that, I also went back for my second degree. So I have a master's degree in international law and diplomacy. So what I do right now is consulting. Yeah, I do consulting for a South African firm in Nigeria, where what we actually do is for sales performance for big companies with large sales force. And what we do is we try and make tailor-made incentives to help them achieve the desired results they want to see in their system. Meaning, if it's productivity that you're targeting, we help you achieve productivity with your sales field force guys, or from them, or from business to business clients, or business to clients portfolio that you're running. And also we try and do behavioral reformation or reformatting for you, meaning there are certain values and there are certain things that you actually expect from your staff working with you, and you have a vision and you have a mission. So sometimes you lose it along the way and you want everybody following the same ideals, the same vision, the same mission. We help you come in, we diagnose the problem, we make tailor-made incentives that will help you start achieving those goals. So that's what I'm currently doing. It's fun. It's exposed me to things I've never known, because I've been in the financial institution sector for a very long while before I moved into this. And I've been doing this for like 7 years, and it's been cool so far. So that's me, unless there are other questions that I need to take for.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Don't jump the gun. We're coming back to you. Yeah, don't worry. We got stuff for you. All right.
Okay,
hey,
thank you.
My main man, Bashar, you got the floor.
Hi, my name is Tokumbo Basharon, also known as Mitchell. I was in 91 set, Command Secondary School, Ikpaja, Octopus House. I repeated. So I finished in 92, but I was originally in 91 set. I had brothers in command. I had Dereju Basharun and Jared Basharun in Tiger House. Dereju was in Scorpion House. After command, I did a bit of uni at University of Ibadan. So after a year, I left Ibadan. So I went to South Africa. So I went to University of South Africa for a while, did international relations, left South Africa, then came to London. I did international business for my master's in University of Hull, and I did marketing and logistics for my degree in the same university. So after a while, I had to change career because of the competition in terms of jobs. So I went into psychiatry. I did forensic psychiatry. So now I work with the NHS as a mental health clinical specialist. So I see patients who have mental health issues and I'm able to support and help them. So I work as a psychologist with the team, and I've been with them for like 2012 till date. Also, I do part-time modeling, but that's what I like, not for the rewards as the monetary gains. I just do it for
just the passion.
Yeah, just my passion. So, but I really have gone far in terms of mental health, which I think will be beneficial in Nigeria a lot because I can see a lot of things that would have really helped. Lots of transferable skills that would have been very lucrative in Nigeria, but I don't know. I've been thinking of ways to transfer those skills, but Nigeria is just a whole.
That's a different episode. It might take 2 days.
Quick question for you. You said you have a master's in international business, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have that too. So that's what I was like. I love doing that.
University of Hull.
Okay,
I did mine at St. Mary's University in Minnesota.
So I'm talking about. I think I have a few patients for you anyway. So we'll talk about it later.
When he said he sees that it will be beneficial in Nigeria, I'm like, wow.
That's a big market.
Mad people.
Nigeria is a huge market for real. All right.
But one day we'll get there.
You start with the downfall drivers and like, there's no more downfall drivers. Those ones that are crazy that scratch your car. No, I'm just saying from back in the days when I used to drive, they drive like crazy people. So it's difficult to drive in Nigeria.
Those are the people adding flavor. That's part of Nigerian culture. They add
I know it was fun in the early 90s driving and they scratched the car. Then after my popsy got pissed, seeing one side of the car all scratched and he painted it, I couldn't drive like that anymore because he literally painted the car. Then he now brought me. Then we did the inspection on the car. And he said, "Timbari, scratch, go." And I started driving normally.
Wait now. Okay, think about it. I think we have to start with the politicians. Yeah, go.
That too.
You have work to do because those guys got issues, mental problems for real. All right, let's not digress. All right, let's keep going with Sebastian. Sebastian, share some of your command experiences with us.
Command, man. I don't even know where to start. Okay, I'll start.
No. We always tell people start from the first day they dropped you and they get your Form 1. So you have to progress from your Form 1 days, how you felt to your senior days. So we help you with that.
Wow.
Okay, I think to be honest, like I had a very rough beginning in command, because at that time I was born in London, so by the time I got back to Nigeria, to actually get used to the Nigerian, I went through a bit of hard times. To like adjusting in Nigeria. So when my dad was a military man, he was quite surface officer to the president at the time.
So Babangida.
So he was very very influential. Yeah.
To command your force from one, how did you integrate, coming out from that?
So I got to Form 1. Okay. Okay, let me start from when I went for the interview anyway. So I went for the interview. I got to the interview and I was panicking. They asked me that I would never forget in my life. The question was, what do you breathe in? And I said, carbon dioxide. And they said, what do you breathe out? I said, oxygen.
You turn it around.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because I was panicking. I was thinking, oh, my dad would kill me. My dad would kill me if I fail this. And I panicked and I failed it. But we got connections. I got into command. Fine. I got to command. First day in command, I met with, I met with like people like Yisola, Omotaya Odusi, Daya Adekoya. So we were all a group. We became friends. And to be honest, the friends I met in command were, I don't even know how to explain. I think I enjoyed command because I always did not want to go back home. Really? So
did you spend your midterms? Did you spend your midterms in command, or you went home?
No, I didn't. So what happened was, like, when we get home from midterms, my dad got very busy at that point in time, and he was hardly home because he was always working. So he was hardly home. But and at that time we moved from Ojo Barracks to Ikoyi. So I had so many adventures. But the only thing I could say that I didn't join and up till date I've not been able to do was, and I would never do it anyway. At that time, you know how we guys, we were friends, we sneak out of school, and some people would be smoking. I had friends who were at that point, I don't want to mention names anyway. So I had friends who were always smoking, and at that point in time, I took one.
Hold on, smoking what now?
Smoking cigarettes.
Are you sure?
Cigarette.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, smoking cigarette, and it could be more than cigarette anyway. But at that point in time, because of the fear I had that if they get me back home, I never smoked. I took one puff. I can remember I took one puff, and after I took that, and that was it. I never smoked. I never drank, and that followed me up till date, which was the positive thing I took out of command, to be honest.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
I always tell people, even patients that I see now, that I don't believe in peer pressure, really. I don't believe in peer pressure. You would only do things you really want to do. A lot of people argue, but I could speak from my own experience. Exactly. I liked my friends in command so much, but I didn't get to smoke cigarette or drink alcohol. And I believe that if you're really, really determined, like, you could work on things like that. Anyway, that apart, then I had a good time in command, but my good time started when I was in SS2, SS3, where I started chasing girls. I started chasing girls.
So you were going to space. You were going to space a lot.
Yeah. But I didn't go to space in 91. It was 92 when I repeated. Then I started going to space.
Wow.
Oh, so you met Jumoke in space in 92?
No, Jumoke was 93.
And now, but she was in. She was in SS3. She was in SS2. She was in SS2 now when you were in space. She was in SS2 then.
Yeah, but I don't think, maybe Jumoke was, maybe she started coming to space in 1993.
Can I speak for myself, please?
Okay, we'll get back to you.
Hello, I'm here.
All right. I'm sorry. All right, Tokumbo, go ahead.
So I actually enjoyed command properly when I got to SS2, where we would sneak out of school, we would get caught, commandant would call us. But one thing I noticed about command is I don't know how it is now, but back in the days, if your parents were in the military, it was difficult. I remember getting into a lot of trouble in SS2 and SS3, and I never got expelled, but other people faced expulsion for things I did. I remember an incident where I sneaked out of school and I was caught, and they took me to was it Colonel Bidikbe at the time, and Colonel Bidikbe just said, asked for my name. I told him my name, and he said, the soldiers should flog me, and they flogged me, and it ended there. I wasn't expelled. Nothing happened afterwards.
No. Obidikpe was a very good commandant. But Obidikpe is someone that, if he knows your last name and knows who your father is, he buries stuff. He doesn't want Wala. Lawal was not like that. Lawal did not really care as much. But Obidikpe will bury stuff. Yeah, Obidikpe will bury stuff. But he doesn't want Wala of subsetting military officers who are influential. You didn't need that Wala.
Even civilians. He was killed by my father too. My father was a civilian.
Even Colonel Uku too. Like, I remember getting into trouble with Mohammed Maina and Mohammed Audu in SS3, and we didn't get expelled. Like, proper trouble. And other people got into the same kind of thing. They got expelled. So at that time, like, graduating out of command, now looking back, I just felt it was injustice, you know. Even though I enjoyed it, I was a beneficiary of such system. I just felt that it was because
of who your father was.
So Tokumbo, if I may ask you, with all that being said, will you send your child to command?
At the stage at which command is now, it's not like the way I knew command to be.
Right.
So I don't think there is that. I've not been there, but at least I see a bit of clips or. There was a time I saw the dormitories. I was really disappointed.
No.
Anyway, I don't think the standard is like the
West, and I'm very colorful. So, and unlike Tokumbo, who is very free with sharing, I'm a bit of a withdrawn kind of person. I give what I want to give. I don't give everything I don't want to give.
That's kind of obvious.
So let me give what I want to give. My first day, I already had a senior brother that was 2 years ahead of me. Okay, so my first day in school, I'm like more or less like my father's first girl. Okay. And he had always had boys. I had boys ahead of me and boys right behind me. So I was the girl in between boys. So it wasn't really easy. And unlike Tokumbo that was always getting his ass whooped, my dad has never laid a finger on me. So it was a difficult thing for me.
This was spoiled.
Oh yes, my dad spoiled me. Now the reverse of it is my mom was more of a firm person. But it was even a bit difficult for my mom to letting me go to school. So getting there, and I realized that for the first time in my life, I would not go back to my house with my parents.
Right. And
sleep in my bed. It was really scary. I was really scared. And I'm on the small side because even as of now, I'm not bigger than 5'3". I'm very petite.
Oh yeah.
So you can imagine how small I was then. So I was so scared and everything. But the beautiful thing was Flying Us House for some reason had the best humans then. Because when I got into the hostel, my mom came with me, with one of my aunts, I think. And of course, my dad didn't come with me. My dad was in the military as well. When I got into command, I think he was a lieutenant colonel, but he was in Defense Military Intelligence, DMI. Then, so being the military man, he was very, on the outer surface, it was hard, but he's very soft inside. So only my mom did the take her to school kind of thing. So we got to school, we got to the hostel. And we met these very nice ladies. They were 2 years ahead of me. They were in JSS 3 while I was coming as a JSS 1 student. So immediately I came in, I didn't have issues, I won't lie. They just looked at me and they were like, she's so cute. Good afternoon, ma. They were saying hello to my mom. I don't think I want to call their names now, but they're the best humans I know. And they're like, no, this one is going to be my school daughter. And this one is fine. She has very long hair. She should be my school daughter. And that was how I just got a school mother on my first day in school. And it was cool for me because having a school mother then was very instrumental. It helped you from...
What sets were those school mothers?
So I had JSS 3-1. Then I had the Form 5 school mother as well, because Form 5 was the highest class then. I had the Form 5 school mother, yeah.
I think that was 87 set though. That should have been 87 set.
Yeah, yes, I think so. Or 88, I don't know. So okay, so let me give a little giveaway. My school mother then was a twin. So she is implying us.
If your mom,
I did not call names.
She's a sweet person. I know her very well. She's sweet. She's a sweet human being.
Exactly. So she's a twin, and of course, her twin sister is in Scorpion House. Yeah. So
they're both in UK. Yeah.
Okay. So they were very great. They took care of me. I think my first year, I escaped a lot of carry my bucket, go and fetch water, go and wash my uniform, stuff like that. I escaped it. In the only thing I used to suffer a lot then was general punishment, which was applicable to everybody. And it was good. And I never used to misplace any of my stuff because I have severe OCD. I was one of those girls that have serious OCD.
Were you diagnosed then?
Sorry? No, honestly.
Were you diagnosed or you diagnosed yourself?
I diagnosed myself because you can't just explain it. It's normal that when you're in GSS 1, you lose everything. From your cutlery set to your...
maybe just the very careful girl, not the OCD.
I'm worse than careful. I'm worse than careful now because I'm so put together.
So are you still OCD? I mean, self-diagnosed OCD.
Well, it's not self-diagnosed by now. Now, yes, I've come to understand that it's not stage 4, maybe stage 2.
She won't have stages, oh my God.
No, but to be honest, like what she said might be at that time she might have that, but because Nigeria is that kind of country where things like that we're quite ignorant about it.
Yes,
exactly. Yeah, that's true though. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm more like maybe out of fear of how you were living a regimented lifestyle made you take care of.
So I'll explain the backdrop for that, because I was coming from a household where my dad was very, very, very protective of especially his female children. He didn't have so many girls, but he had so many boys. And my dad was, he's like, look, you can't even step outside the gate of the house without his permission. And there was no reason for you to step outside the gate of the house if there's somebody else you can send to run an errand. So, we live that very sheltered, kind of life. So for me, it was always like, look, you have to be at a particular place doing something at a particular time. We had siesta time. We had time that it was for breakfast. We had time that it was to watch the TV. It was like that. That's how my dad raised us.
You had siesta when you were JC.
Yeah, my dad used to insist.
So you already got in the command training before coming to command.
I'm telling you, because I actually went to command children's school.
Which command children's school did you go to? Ikeja or Yaba?
The one in Ikeja Cantonment.
Okay, I went there too. Yeah.
I went there too.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So I started from there. I was in a private school before he took me to that command children's school. So we were raised to even watch the news at 7 p.m. And after watching the news, my mom will be like, "So what exactly did you get? Just give me a snippet."
Wow.
Yeah, that's how we were raised. So it became a part of me.
So I have a question for you before you continue. Is your husband, did he go to a regimental school?
Oh, he is, boy. He's nothing like me.
No, I said, did he go to a command or any military school?
Yes, he did. He
Which
did.
one?
He
Which one
went
did
to
he go?
command Abakaliki.
Okay, yeah, okay. So he'll be able to. No, there's a reason I asked that question. The reason I asked that question is ladies who went to command, right? Any regimental school that married guys who did not go to regimental school, there's always a clash. The guys can't stand it.
Oh, okay.
It's true. It's actually true. I've heard it from a couple of people. The
because
guys
you're
can't
not
stand
structured.
it. Yeah, they can't stand it. Yeah.
It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything because even my husband, oh God, he's sick of my OCD. He's like, oh God.
And he can manage it. He can manage it. But if he went to like one of those St. Finbars, he will have gone crazy. They can't stand it. Yeah, especially for female, they can't stand it.
Okay, so let me let you in on something. As in, up till now, the first thing I do when I get out of bed is guess what?
Make
I lay
your
my bed.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I do that too. Yeah.
We still do that. I'm almost 50. We still do that.
Great, but you know, there are some people that they can't deal with it, and they're just like, you do it when you get it. I'm the kind of person that no matter how far, if I travel, even if I've been in a 17 hours flight and I come into my house, I put my luggage together in one corner if I cannot go through them that particular night. I go to my room. I don't fling my clothes everywhere. Like, everything has to be like the laundry basket, no matter how exhausted I am. So you can imagine having to live with that kind of person. It's a bit difficult for some people because your level of expectation of others is at your own level of performance. So I think maturity and the years make me started appreciating other people's weaknesses.
Right.
So I started letting down my guard and, give some leeway, start understanding people.
Right.
So, that was what informed for taking us back to where I was coming from, how I was then. So GSS 3, cool. I think the first person that toasted me in command was in GSS 1, but I was like no. I had a crush. Yeah, I had a crush on one other person, so I was not like, no.
Wait, what class were you?
I was in GSS 1 as well. We're both in GSS 1.
Wait. Someone was toasting in GSS 1?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's all those kind of play toasting, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, it's just like...
Okay, do you understand? GSS 1 is from 4 for a time. Think about it.
No, JSS. You didn't say SS. JSS. Like, for
JSS.
1.
Hold on. As a data school?
No, you didn't think that? I picked it up now. Now I was like, GSS. Who is toasting with GSS?
I was thinking of this one for real.
But you know,
you guys will make her hide some facts,
That's true.
Well,
that's true.
I will only tell you as much as I want to tell you. But the thing is, then it's just innocent. You just wanted to affiliate with somebody, a fine girl that you just want to be, known with. That was what guys really wanted then. It wasn't anything, out of
course.
order.
Yeah.
You understand? So that was it then. And then, the in thing was, once the person is like your girlfriend, so to say, in quotes, the worst guys used to do for my set then was you buy cards for her on her birthday. Then we used to like have some guys who go above and beyond. You just get cakes on your birthday. You get really nice gifts like teddy bears and stuff like that. So it started with my own set. I can't speak for your set.
GSS 1?
Yeah, GSS 1, GSS 2, GSS 3. Yeah.
Where did you get the cakes from?
See, boys are very creative in my set. Very, very creative.
Even teddy bears.
Yes, teddy bears. Because we used to have this store in on Allen, or is it Okpebi then, where I can't remember the name of the store then. Very popular. You go there, they sell teddies, and I think you can make cakes and get the cakes in school. And boys used to sneak out of school a lot then when I was
in GSS 1.
No, not 1. When we were in like GSS 3. When we were like in GSS 3. Yeah. So
some boys were not concentrating on their education.
That's where you're wrong. So let me tell you something about these boys, because my set is very peculiar, and I'm going to what my set was about down the line. We had extremely intelligent boys in my set. Then we had I don't want to mention names, but these guys were exceptionally brilliant. We had one of their Bolade brothers. because I think we had Iskilu and we had Nasiru and we
I
had.
know that. I remember them.
You remember those boys are exceptionally brilliant. We had extremely brilliant boys like Samuel Dudu, like Ubong James, people that they don't even study and they will go into and they will ace the exams. I think most of them came from homes where they were nurtured to be themselves. And that was not what command was all about. Command is come in here and be structured. There are guidelines, there are rules that you have to follow.
Right.
And that was the biggest problem of my set. And that's where I'm going to now. So space ground, no, it was never my thing. So when Ipedakbo was saying it, please, no. I don't like mosquitoes. There's no amount of toasting or whatever was going on then that was interesting to me. I was too self-involved. And maybe I could also say that I was just not interested. Then maybe I didn't even have anybody that would tell me to come to space ground. Because I had a nickname then when
you didn't know Basham, and Basham would have asked you.
I had a nickname then. I was called Margaret Thatcher. Then
I can see it.
Iron lady.
Oh, I can see it.
When I was in no, but I'm a different person now, Goki.
No, I could see it though. You're still there somewhere.
You remember I said that even you had the Yoruba mannerism, right? I could see some of that. Yeah.
Okay, so but maybe it was off-putting to boys when I was in GSS 1, GSS 2, but eventually GSS 3, I had this person that was toasting me too, and it was interesting. So I'll leave it at that. We'll just drop it. Yeah, we will drop it. So when we got to SS3, now this is the fun part of my own story, not what Tokumbo was saying. The fun part of my own story was, the normal period when you have to write your WAEC, you have to be in school a little bit before you write the WAEC. I've forgotten what they call that period.
Mock.
Okay, to do your mock exams. Thank you.
Yeah.
So my set came in, and now Tokumbo said something that I want to actually take bounce off on it into what happened to my set. He was saying that there were many things that he used to do, and it was easy for him to get away with it. And so I'm going to now say, look, probably because of things like that happened before, we now got a very firm hand, and we were dealt with, in a harder way. My set, because during the mock exam period, and we weren't supposed to do it anyway. There was an instance where there was we're throwing parties.
That's common though.
No. Now the difference with this one was we were throwing parties, and people from Atlantic Hall came to the party.
No, I heard, but they snuck into your school, into command.
They couldn't have snuck in if we didn't invite them now.
No, I don't
Do you
understand. When you say invite, did they come in normally, like with school bus?
No, they could. No way.
They drove in their father's cars.
Bacha.
But they snuck in. Now that's what you said. They snuck in.
No, they drove in cars. And we used to have car hire service then, CHS.
Yeah, I remember drop.
Can you remember?
Yes, drop. Yes.
So they were coming in through the gate.
Yes.
What?
No, but drop is different from car hire service. Car hire service, you can hire it for like 9 hours, 10 hours.
Yeah. I know it's different.
No. Guys. The point is, they were dropping your guests at the gate, and they're not from command. Is that what you're saying?
They came into school, okay, for the party. That much I will just tell you, okay.
Who was your commandant that time? Who was your commandant?
It's Ukut.
We're not naming names. What is wrong with this document?
No. I need to. No. There's a reason I asked that question. Why? Because I know 93 set and 94 set. You guys had what did they call them again? No. I'm trying to remember those two sets, not clubs. Secret cults. They were bad. What
is wrong with you?
I know that because they're talking about they had fraternities that from 95 said your AO that came in stamped them out, and they were expelling people anyhow because of that nonsense. Oh, I heard.
No. So this is what fake news does, and I'm going to come here and correct all the
No, I heard from people
wrong
in your sets.
information.
Okay, wait now. Let her correct
Okay.
herself.
Okay,
Wait,
correct,
leave her.
correct.
With the listen.
Colonel Ukut was our commandant. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what they call those cult boys, they were not cult boys. They were
Uh-huh.
just a, yes, they weren't. They were just
Okay.
a bunch of guys. Like, look, Scorpion House would have like, and it just came from youthful exuberance and some form of like, some form of confidence, where these boys were like, look, we're good looking boys. We're always dressing so cool. We always look, dapper, panache. They're always wearing nice perfumes. They look good. So they're just like, look, we're like 6 of us. We're in Scorpion House. Let's call ourselves a name. We're in Dragon House. Let's give ourselves a name. So we had different boys like that.
On top
And,
school
it became
uniform and
like,
they wear. Dressing well.
do you understand? Do you understand? But that was what was in then. And everybody wanted to be in
I'm
on it. Do you
confused.
understand?
Exactly.
Everybody wanted, and look, it wasn't all of them that were wearing day wear and Sunday school wears. Look, and that was part of the problem as well. They were wearing casuals in school, and that was a problem.
Right.
Sure, you understand. But like I said, I would not say to him, that's his name. He heard about it and he wasn't happy about it. So he now planted spies. It was almost like something out of a movie. He planted spies in our midst. And we now said, okay, the first party that we had was in the girls' hostel. The next one should be in the boys' hostel. Now, anything that happened in between someone like me, I wouldn't know. I'm very sorry, honestly. But the surface thing was just kids drinking. And look, boys used to smoke heavily, then smoke a lot of cigarettes and all that. But the thing about it was during the day, you will see people reading very hard because they wanted to party hard at night. For those that were reading, I'm not saying that everybody was reading. So the boys' hostel party, everything was already happening. And boom, soldiers just came from nowhere.
Wow.
I started chasing everybody. As in, chased everybody to catch as many. It's just like setting a trap and you wanted to catch rats in the sewer. And, start catching people. Long and short of it was, a lot of people got expelled. Myself inclusive. Yeah.
So you got expelled. The good girl got expelled.
Oh yes, I got expelled. And I will say with pride right now because I came out good afterwards. Okay, when I go home, it was an issue. It was an issue because my mom had this opinion about me. And the opinion was validated because that was what she was always saying. Do you understand? And it wasn't like I was pretentious or anything. I just went back to school and I was like, this is my final year. I'm in SS3. Do you understand? And we might not see ourselves anymore. We bonded better than ever before when we were in SS3 and all that. And I think we were about 37. And now, that was the first time in the Nigerian Army Education Corps where the number of children expelled were that many in any school.
So you guys didn't write your SSCs?
I did. I wrote my SSCs. I'm coming there. So when that happened, they had to have meetings. And when they had meetings, the expulsion was now dropped from expulsion to indefinite suspension. Yeah.
Right.
So we had to write our exams coming from home.
Yep.
Now, what I'll have you know is, yes, we were that many, but it will surprise you to know that literally like 3/4 of us wrote that WAEC exam and we had some of the best WAEC results that came out from that set. Myself inclusive, because I didn't have to write my exams twice before I gained university admissions. And I had 2 offer of admissions from 2 different schools, one from ABU and one from Unilag. Nothing that I had to like beg for. So I think where I'm going to is, look, all those things happened. Kids will be kids, teenagers will be teenagers. But what actually put it in check so that things will not go out of hand was the fact that the system was there to correct the anomalies. commandants, the teachers, the soldiers. That's where I'm going to. Because teenagers will always be teenagers. But a system, when it's put in place, will always make sure that you circle them back to reality. And those that will come back and be, responsible will come back and be responsible. And those that will fall off will fall off. It has nothing to
Right.
do with the fact that somebody was not being disciplined or somebody wasn't doing the right thing. You understand? So, and most of these guys went ahead and they gained admissions into school. I have a number of them, medical doctors right now. There's one in particular. He's a professor in the university in America, doing very well. He's lecturing. And we have so many of them here in Nigeria with me too that they're doing so well. And
All
we're
right,
all
send
from
him,
that
send him,
set.
send him, the one in America. Send me his name. I need to get him this North American chapter on another subject. Okay.
No,
Okay,
I was
so-
going to say something quickly. Is
Oh, sure.
the indiscipline on bad doesn't it doesn't mean that they cannot excel in life, right? I'm not disagreeing with that aspect. Trust me, there are a lot of people
Yeah.
who are
At
expelled
all.
from school.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is the fact that you guys had people that came from other schools to the school, the secret calls from what I've heard. I had an RSM was not there, had retired at that time, Ajayi Oba. You understand? Because I know
he was still the RSM then. See, what I
No,
would
no,
say
no,
is
it
this.
wasn't. Before we
Oh,
left,
well.
before we left, it was Abayeru.
Yeah, I heard that it was a
Yeah.
different RSM, and that one was not like Ajayo, but that's why because the 93 boys that I've spoken to said one of the reasons they could do a lot of the things they did was because it was a new RSM, and that RSM was slow. That I can't remember the name of the person. They said he wasn't like Ajayo.
I don't think that's a nice thing to say about
No,
him.
that was I never met
I'll
him.
say it.
I didn't meet him, so I don't know. But they just said compared to Ajayoba, you couldn't compare.
No, I understand, but let me also say something. Look, the expectation was if it was possible for people to come into the school and we're having a party, it's not because the people that were put in the positions of authority or to watch over the students were not doing their job. I will have you know that the expectation of us as students also is to do the right thing, right?
True.
Do you understand?
But you're teenagers.
The last thing, true. But the last thing they would have expected is, worst case scenario, you wouldn't have thought that people would throw a party. Sure, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst thing. But probably you think, they'll just go to space. Let them go to space. When they're tired, when mosquitoes bite them, they'll go back to their dormitories. So that was the last thing they expected. So when it gets back to them, or it got back to them that was what happened, it doesn't show that they were weak. It doesn't show that they didn't know what they were doing. It only showed that, look, we just took advantage of the trust that we were given. That's okay.
Because
My experience in command was mixed feeling kind of thing. I had it good and I had it bad, just like every other person. I wouldn't say that it was out of the ordinary. You understand?
So Jimmy, so if I were, go ahead. I was gonna ask you a question. Go ahead.
No, sure. You asked me the question, so I was just going to just wrap it up and say, look, yes, and I of course I knew about everything that everybody used to have as some form of like fun stuff that you do then as a teenager in school. Then you go to space ground. I never dated anybody.
I mean, reading dining hall and all stuff like that.
Oh, no, I never did that. No. No.
You were botana.
Oh no. I was too small. I mean, raid. They'll probably just trample me in the process.
They will raid you.
So it was difficult for me to do things like that. But every other thing was cool. Change your day wear with somebody from another house.
Right. I remember
that. Yeah, we did that. We did that back in the day too.
Then we used to look forward to the inter-house sports when girls will use the excuse to wear a little bit of makeup at some point, really look cool. And there were the good sides and there were of course the downsides. And if you're late to assembly ground, you get trashed. You do this to get trashed, and so it was mixed feelings for me, really. I won't say I had it good. I won't say I had it bad. It was cool.
So, what will you say had an impression on you, Jimmy? Starting with Jimmy, what will you say had an impression on you? Good. I mean, good or bad?
From
overall.
Okay, so I'll say good. From thinking about good. Oh yes, I used to have this a Greek teacher then. I think his name is Mr. Ani, ANI. It's the best thing that happened to me because he was the only person that I really, really enjoyed attending his classes. And that was because, sometimes you go through stuff and it's just like a blur. Sometimes when I look back, I'm like, oh, everything just happened. It was like a blur. Class, dormitory, class, back, church, stuff like that we used to do. But there are some instances when you just think about some situations, some scenarios, and you're like, oh, did you really enjoy classes? And this man really made me enjoy agric science. I excelled at it because he was extremely patient. He would take his time to teach so well. So I think he made an impact in me, making me still have some faith in education that, I'm not exactly dumb. There are some things that I could still be taught and I will still be able to, grasp and learn. And yes, for me, yes, he was good. And if it was students-wise, no, I don't think so. Because I don't think I was exactly a nice person myself when I was in school entirely. No, I don't think I was.
Nobody made a good impression in you in command. No student at all. Senior, your mates.
No, hold up. The school mother, the Okonkwas.
No, so that was where I was coming to. That look, if your Ma Okonkwo she was exceptional. She's soft spoken. She's very, very. She's just like a big teddy bear. She's so nice. I don't know how to put it in words. You can't find any mean bone in her body. When some seniors will just they just want to just be like, look, let's just deal with this. I've never seen her with those kind of people. I never saw her with those kind of people when we were in school. She was just something else. Then, of course, if I don't say this, she might kill me if she sees it. So my family friend was also my school mother, but she wasn't in my house. She was in Octopus house, Adiza Yusuf.
Okay.
Really?
I know her. Yeah, I know.
She's a TH set now.
Her younger sister was my set. Yeah.
She's in Chicago.
Yeah.
Adiza and Nana Yusuf. Yes, I know.
Yeah, I know. Nana. Yeah.
They were the best. They were
wow.
Maybe because we're family friends and they were also my school mothers. So
they were not.
Yes, I enjoyed life shop because I was well taken care of until I started suffering in JSS 3 for a bit. So
I'm surprised you didn't run out of school in JSS 3 because you are shielded in JSS 1 and 2.
So we're shielded.
I'm telling
you. All right. So thank you, Jimmy.
They were cool. Yeah, sure.
Let's shift quickly to Basharon. So who would you say had an impression on you?
I would never forget Kojo Mensah.
Oh, my man, Dragon House.
Yes,
it's it.
Oh, did he used to run? Did he used to run?
No way. He plays soccer. He was very good at soccer.
I wouldn't have known him, I'm sure.
It was in Dragon House. It was very when everyone was like, "Oh, this guy is too dirty. This guy is too what?" He stood by me. He looked after me. He was my school father. It was amazing. Even when I never concentrated with my schoolwork, he was very brilliant. So he used to help me with my schoolwork. He would. I've never seen a school father that would iron. He used to iron my clothes. He was fantastic. He really made an impression, and I would never forget. Also, there's this teacher called Mrs. Alaba. Mrs. Alaba. Do you remember?
Yes.
So no, what did she teach? I can't remember. What did she teach?
I think
English.
English.
Yeah, okay.
English. So Mrs. Alaba looked like my mom, physically. She looked like my mom, and she had a very warm character. She was like a mother to everyone. So I really, really liked that. She made a good impression. Then I had a lesson teacher who was Mr. Agbedeyi.
I remember him.
Mr. Agbedeyi.
Hey, Jimmy, don't start.
What's that sign of cross that you are doing?
Guy was so mean.
Yeah, he was. I think because my dad used to pay him to teach us. Then he used to come home to teach us. So at school, he was mean to everyone, but
Was nice to you guys.
was very, very nice to me. And I think he encouraged me at that time when I was like thinking of repeating. He was yeah. Those were the people really.
Right. Wow. It's been nice, guys. Okay, let's take this on, man. This is fun.
Wow.
Oh my god, you guys have been so much fun.
Interesting revelations.
All right, we'll take it
From
home.
both of you, actually. From both of you. Interesting revelations from both of you.
You know, even when I was
Okay.
saying I didn't want to give away so much, I still gave away so much.
Yeah,
I told you before the show that you-
because part of it is that I already knew some things already, so I could pick some things out, because I talked to people from junior classes, and as I said, my younger
You're just filling the gaps with what you think might be the truth.
No, but
No. The
that's
truth, I'm an ex-com so I know people that just reveal stuff. So trust me, I'm aware of a lot of things, and I told you my younger sister went there, so I'm my younger
Don't
brother.
believe
So
everything you hear. There is
trust
also
me.
fake news.
No, forget the Trump rubbish. We've also had a lot of people on this show that have revealed a lot of things that I've had to edit out too. Yes, then on that aspect, So trust me, we hear a lot of stuff that make us laugh a lot. That we've had to read. If you watch 2 episodes ago, Basharun, who was that guy in 91 said that they bought car? That both of us were like, what?
Oh yes, Andrew.
He said that they had. We were like, where did you guys park the car? You understand? Look, that one we didn't know. We were shocked. So you're set too. Some people are car. Some people are car. You're set.
Okay, so there was Bamze. He's dead now. God rest his soul.
Bamboye.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think I know. They live in GRA. They lived in Ikeja.
Ikeja, GRA.
Yeah.
No, Adeni Jones.
Adeni Jones. Yes, I know them. I know him. And his older brother.
So there was a time I think Bamze had a car in school then. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, from 1991 set, you guys did things that we didn't do in the 80s.
Oh yes,
set.
we did.
That's when we realized that there are a lot of things that they did.
So in my set, there's this particular gentleman. I'm not gonna mention his name, and I used to work with him. We were like.
He was very, very fine, Shao. There were some very nice, fine boys in that 92 set, I think. Yeah.
Look at you. You are busy eyeing your seniors. I thought you really did your book after your party.
So that was.
She was busy crushing a party.
You are crushing on the four boys.
The first time
from someone else. And
okay, you're always hearing things.
People tell me stuff now. I was a very good boy in command. I never snuck out or anything like that. I was very, very good. My dad was very.
So you missed out on all the fun. Let
me put it this way. After command, I've had fun till today. I'm having fun. If I knows now, yeah, I'm having a lot. When I was in command, I was very straight. I was to the book,
But imagine the difference when your story starts from uni, but when you started from secondary school, people are like, man, you are the real OG. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I don't have gist. Trust me. No, for command, no, I was very strict. I tell people I never stuck out of school. I know my.
I remember when I got to command, I was very, very I was very not reserved. What word did I use? I was
passive.
a bolo. I was a bolo, if that's the word to use.
Yes,
you were Shume. We call them Shume back in the days. Shume.
Oh,
but
that is so right.
when I left command,
you don't say that again. Shume, God, no.
I was Shume. I was a Shume in command, complete.
No, but when I left command, even people knew that someone left command because I changed drastically. Like it taught me a lot of things.
You became an OG.
That's the word.
I can tell something about Jumoke. You like bad boys.
I do. I do.
If a boy is an egg, you would just like go and sit down somewhere. You like the bad boys. I can tell. I've been observing. I can tell you like bad boys.
Because we all have the dominant personality, okay, and we have the recessive personality in every one of us. My dominant personality is the one that you see that is very put together, no nonsense. But my recessive personality, you don't want to know.
It's interesting.
Hallelujah.
I hope your husband has seen both of them.
Of course, he won't see them die.
I guess because he's a commando, he'll be able to handle you.
I'm like, I'm an onion with layers.
Before we go, Jimmy,
yeah?
We need to get your husband on our show, okay?
Yes, we'd like to get him. He's a commando. My uncle was his commandant himself. My uncle was his commandant.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Colonel Dumade. He actually died while he was commandant there. Ask him, he'll tell you.
Serious?
Yeah, actually, his son was on the 10th edition. Kayode Dumade, my cousin, went to NMS.
But okay, he went to NMS, not command.
No. But I have, but his other siblings went to command Kaduna.
Okay.
Yeah, so my other cousin went to Kaduna then. But nobody went to Abakaliki.
I could ask him, and there's quite a number of Abakaliki guys that I know.
We want to bring them. That's the fifth command. That's the fifth command. So after the first 4 command, the next one after that is Abakaliki. My uncle was the second commandant of that school, Colonel Dumade.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know quite a number of Abakaliki guys doing very well. It's in Canada, then in Ireland.
I beg, invite them. Bring them. They are commandos. So we want to learn about that school.
Jimmy, you know how to reach me. Just send the numbers to me.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'll send it to you. Kingsley Una. He's doing very well. He's in Canada now. He's
and your
working in the Bank of Canada.
You said that he's a professor in US.
Yes,
that guy.
Kenneth. His name is Kenneth Anuino.
Oh, he's in a group now. Okay, that's the guy that chats a lot in the group. The one with the big mouth.
But didn't we have an interview with him recently?
Kenneth. We're first set now.
On the first interview, we've interviewed him already. Dragon House.
Yeah.
The professor. I thought he said he's an engineer working in Kansas City or something.
He lectures.
It's an engineer, but he lectures too.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know we talked to him. He was in Atlanta last year.
I was with Kennedy this Valentine weekend, this February in Houston. I was with him. We're hanging out.
Oh.
And someone said we should greet Basharu from last week. The 2 guys we interviewed last week, they said we should greet that you are a school father.
Was it Timmy and Andrew?
No, David and something, the 2 brothers from last week.
David Olatunji.
That's
Olatunji.
Bankole said we should holler Tokumbo. Tokumbo, you're frozen.
Who's the guy?
Olatunji. One is.
You mentioned your name now. Lekon, yeah.
One is Lekon, one is Bankole.
From command, Ipayan.
Yes, now your juniors. They said that you are like their school father or one of them.
No. It was David. David's 95 set. He didn't meet 98 set. 98 set was Bankole.
Okay, yeah, David. David called your name now, and then that's when you said
football.
No,
American football.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's
see my jersey. I'm ready for the show.
Let's do this. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Unfortunately, I think something happened to Tokumbo's line, so he was cut off. So, well, thank you for Tokumbo Basharu with 91 set. Thanks, Commander Abakaliki on. So definitely bring them on. They're the 5th command. My uncle used to be the commandant of that school, so definitely want to have them on the show. And it was a pleasure. And also bring your 93 sets, folks, and make sure you subscribe to our show and have your 93 set. Sure. Hopefully this video will come out in about 2 or 3 weeks, 3 weeks or something, once I edit it and then. So thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you. And
do we get a private viewing first before it goes public?
Nah, when it comes up, it will send it to you. Don't worry. It always looks good. I always portray command in the good lights, and if things are questionable, I try to remove those ones. You know, we have to represent command pretty well. And I just have to add one other part. I hope you are paying your dues to the national and to your sets, your annual dues, because president is always encouraging people to pay
maybe
their
not
dues.
maybe not national. I'm not aware of that.
It's 5,000 naira. My sister, I know you can
Where,
afford
as
it.
in where? Of course, conveniently. Where?
Okay. If there's an account now, okay, I'll send it to you so you pay. Our president wants people to be paying.
Shouldn't it be on that that Naija Commandos page? It should be.
Okay,
there.
wait.
You should.
Listen. Go to your set rep.
Yeah, your set rep should
Your
have it.
set rep should give you all the information you need.
Trust me, that is not going to work.
Okay, I'll send it to you. Separately.
Thank you.
I have the account.
That's
It's actually
the one.
it's linked to my GTV, so I put money.
Good.
I'll send
Okay.
it to you. Don't worry. So yeah,
Okay.
thank you very much. You know, and we look forward to having more people, and hopefully in the future we'll invite you again to come and give part 2 of Jumoke. Okay, I'll pass it over to my co-host, Ife Dakwalora. Take it away.
All right. Wow, fun, interesting. Hey, Jumoke, thank you for showing up. I know we've missed you like 3 times before today.
I am so
very-
sorry.
Is either you elusive or it's just fate? All right. So we appreciate your time. All right.
Thank you for having me.
know-
I had a lot of fun. Really, I had a lot of.
I told you. You tell the both show was boring. I said, just come on. You find out it's a lot of fun.
I wanted you to ask, oh, what made it fun for you? So I would have given you the answer.
Okay, what made it fun for you? Please tell us.
Very good. I brought the fun to the table.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll say so.
All right. We'll give that to you. Okay, we'll give it to you.
No, she and Tokumbo
Fun,
was
fun.
fun. But the
Yeah,
problem
it was a lot of
is,
fun.
most of the fun I can't hear it. That's the problem.
All right.
I can't hear it.
Yeah.
They did bring a lot of fun, but we can't hear those
listen.
rules. They say.
So listen. Remember.
Yes.
Nah. Go sleep. Go and sleep. We'll talk tomorrow.
Okay.
We-
Ciao,
yeah.
ciao. Bye, guys.
Cheers.
All right.
Right.